It's been a long day. I appreciate you all being here. Our economy is strong, and we've heard that from various elements of government and the banking industry. The banking system is strong. That's just not my opinion. From the previous Federal Reserve chairs and the other regulators are telling us not only is it strong, but it's deep, and that's very encouraging. I have to tell you guys, economy is about momentum. It's about movement. There's always the same amount of money out there. It's just whether it's moving or not. During the recession, money was sitting stagnant. We're moving that money now. It's moving. People are trading their resources for money, and we're moving it. And so my interest is keeping that money moving, keeping the economy strong, keeping resources is moving. And I want to look at what I think is real threats to our economy, not just perceived threats or some of the other politically driven questions you may have had today. I see, coming from an IT background, cyber is a serious threat, not only to our banking system, to our economy, to individuals, to their personal security altogether. I see it as possibly the biggest threat to the U.S. financial system. And I think part of the problem is the patchwork of conflicting data security and breach notification laws is one of the major issues that's exasperating the problem that we already have. And some of us, I'm one of the things that we need some type of uniform national standard. Mr. Dimon, what's your thoughts on that?
You're absolutely correct, and I had mentioned in my opening comments or early on that actually all of us, I think all of us are going to meet with Secretary Mnuchin, Homeland Security, with all our security officers. It is absolutely essential we work close with the federal government, that we share information faster. We already do it among ourselves, and that we have more common standards so we don't have 24 people auditing us and doing penetration testing, et cetera, which will make it riskier, not safer.
Do you ever find out in a situation where if you're in compliance with one regulatory agency, you're maybe out of compliance with another?
Yes.
It's quite more often than not?
It's all the time, yeah.
All right, thank you. Mr. Monahan, why is it important for the federal financial regulators to coordinate cybersecurity standards and exams so they're consistent across the agencies?
We are in effectively a war on cybersecurity, and any energy that's lost to people to give information, the same information twice, anything that slows down the process of getting the information, getting it to all institutions, and we work together. The large institutions funded a group to get that information out faster. Anything that spends time trying to figure out something that may not be as important as something else, those are time taken away from actually defending the two basic principles, defending the perimeter, and then secondly, finding out who's doing it, which is critically important to the security of the infrastructure of all America and the world, frankly. What we find out doesn't necessarily just help the banks, it helps all kinds of companies.
Right. Thank you. I'm from Georgia, and we are actually home to the nation's, or 2/3 of the nation's payment processing. And I'm also co-chair of the FinTech and Payments Caucus with my good friend and colleague, Representative Scott from Georgia. Mr. Dimon, you said something recently that you said you were both inspired and worried by China's strength in FinTech. It was interesting, very interesting comment. What should our policymakers be doing to make sure the United States remains competitive in this field and on a global scale?
Yeah, so I want to just go back real quickly to, we also protect our clients. So we do a lot of cyber protection of our clients, which include hospitals, governments, states, et cetera. So, and that's for our backbone that does a lot of that work. And we had a team of people go to China recently, and they met with a lot of the large FinTech companies there. They are very smart. They're probably ahead of us in AI. But I think the bottom line, and we're not afraid of it, we're going to compete. We spend plenty of money in technology too. I think the bottom line is we have one of the most innovative societies in the world, and it's being hampered by a lot of stuff. We're not educating enough kids in innovation. We're not building infrastructure, and I'm talking about waters and grids and networks and FAA, and we have to get that going and allowing companies to compete more, fail a little bit. You know, you're going to fail when you try new things. So it is a critical factor as infrastructure.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think I see in this chamber today a lot of partners that we can partner together to make America safe, secure, and strong because we all benefit for it. I look forward to continue the partnership with all of you, and I yield back.